I've been in a pain flare for 2 months, and I haven't been keeping my TikTok community updated because being in the hospital and being denied access to care by healthcare staff is so traumatizing that I can't handle invalidation in my comment sections. One troll sets me over the fucking edge psychologically. But I wanted to tell you guys a win. The last 2 days, my body pain has morphed into feeling like I'm traveling in a gorgeous tropical country because my back pain and my leg pain is so severe. Walking, standing is unbearable. The only relief is if I walk bent over with my hands almost on the floor. The only time that happens to me is when I'm traveling and I'm walking like 10,000 steps a day. So I keep getting this rush as if I'm like, oh, I'm in Thailand, but I'm not. So like the pain is more bearable because I'm getting the excitement of traveling in a foreign country, but although that's not happening, but I'm counting it as a win. Because before I was having this unbearable joint pain where my joints are all just throbbing as if I'd walked 10,000 steps. Yet when I stand up or walk, the pain wasn't getting worse. I've never had that in my life. What the fuck is that? That's not normal. So that pain, unbearable. But the pain where I stand up and it hurts to walk, but I feel like I'm in Thailand, that I can do. Last week, I, out of desperation, tried a new medication called Lyrica or pregabalin. It's a nerve med. It did make my headache go away and my joint pain go away within like 2 days, which was a sleigh. It did feel like I was on mushrooms, couldn't drive. My vision was extremely distorted. I was having like a lag where like things were moving in slower motion than they were. It felt like someone was smoking menthol cigarettes in my brain, which is fine, like whatever. But then I got a rash all over my chest and neck that was red, and it was burning like hell. And still, even though the redness is gone, all the pores on my chest and neck are raised. It feels like chicken skin, and it really makes me realize how soft my skin is, because when you go like this, it's like a very stark difference. So I had to stop the medication, and then 3 days later, the headache came back, and my joint pain is back. But it's a different flavor. It's a different flavor of headache and joint pain, which is okay, fine, sure, whatever. Because my headache, usually the sound feels like it's piercing, like it feels like piercing in my eardrums if things are too loud, like even my own voice, I'll whisper. But right now it just feels like I'm underwater. It feels like pressure. Sound feels like pressure, and it's better than piercing. My brain fog has been diabolical, and I have severe ADHD. I'm always fucking up everything, missing everything. I have been missing so many super important doctor's appointments. I've missed all my physio appointments. Like, it took me 5 appointments to be able to pick this thing up. Someone can call me to remind me of an appointment. 30 minutes later, I miss it. Like, I truly have no idea what the fuck is going on. And I have to move in 6 weeks. Do I have a place? No. No, I don't. I am so lucky to have amazing friends who have been coming over, helping me. I will fucking literally... Do you want a family? Because you're not gonna have a family. Oh my god, they hit them. Well, at least I didn't crash my car into anybody. That would make my day worse. I'm going to see my GP today, which, oh my god, I'm fucking terrified, bro. I am fucking terrified. All I want from him is to write me a letter explaining my issues with, like, I should talk to more people in BC about this. I want a note that pops up as soon as anyone goes to type. You can't enter my chart without this pop-up warning people that I need trauma-informed care. When discussing my care, I may cry or respond atypically. That is not a sign of emotional instability or psychological problems. It's a trauma response. My IV access, I should only have IV access done by, like, IV specialists. I'm not fucking doing that argument ever again in my life. I swear to God, I'm just getting up and leaving. Goodbye, it's over. What else? Oh, my pain medication metabolization. I want a line in there that says patient is going to respond oddly to medication. I'm not using any of the... I'll just show you. This is what I want written on there, and I'm curious what he's going to say, because I've asked him to do this before. But I've heard from so many patients that they have a care directive that when they go to the ER, they already know what to do because their GP has, like, gone to bat for them. But when I asked my GP, he was like, no one's going to listen to me anyway. And then when I've literally seen like 10 doctors in the last 2 months, and they all were like, well, yeah, that can happen, but statistically, like, you reduce your chances of that happening if you have the letter in the first place. Like, you gotta try. You can't just give up because people might not do their job properly. Like, what? Please. And then tomorrow I talk to my physiatrist again. I'm hoping maybe I can try gabapentin and see if it doesn't give me a rash, even though there's the same type of medication, so it might, because it did work. It did work. It just had some funky vibes at the same time. And I need this headache to go away. It's not that bad right now because my eyes are fully open. But it's like, and the exhaustion, dude. Holy fucking hell. Like, my fatigue is crazy. Like, I can't do anything. I'm so lucky my friends came over and helped me clean my house and stuff, because like me emptying a dishwasher, me putting stuff in a washing machine, like, oh my god, unbearable. It fucks me up for the whole week. Like, even, you know how they will say, like, just instead of, just like put your clothes in the laundry basket, why don't you just or when you're done your dishes, why don't you just put it in the dishwasher? Because that would mean I'd have to bend over. Why, when you take something out of the cupboard, do you not just shut the cupboard after? Because now I'm doing twice the work and fucking my shoulder up twice as bad. That's why my house looks absolutely crazy. Like, when you cook a meal, why do you only cook one part? Why don't you cook sides? Because you've just tripled my workload. I've now just made myself, that's 3 times less things I'm able to do. That's 3 less meals I'm going to eat. I've just gotten used to not laying down ever. I just sleep on an angle now. That pillow's been really helpful. My physiatrist referred me to a neurologist to look into intracranial hypertension. But I realized that I didn't request a specific neurologist because he's the one who pitched the idea. And now I'm worried about that because people have been telling me there's some good neurologists that like are specialized in pain and stuff. And so I'm thinking maybe I should be like, yo. I'm also waiting to talk to a cardiothoracic surgeon about removing 2 of my ribs, and I've been getting anxious about that too, especially because I've like gained weight now, so you can't see my ribs as much. So I'm like worried that my biggest fear is they're gonna think that I want this procedure for aesthetic purposes, and I need to clarify that I think that's gonna make me look more fucked up aesthetically. It's not gonna help me. I'm just gonna have I'm gonna look like I fucked Edward Scissorhands, and I don't want that for me. It's not good for business for people to look at my body and see my disabilities. And obviously I'm not talking about this business. I don't make money from talking about my health. My upper gastro flare has stopped and I've been eating, so now I'm like, awesome. That's awesome. We love that. But now I'm on a wait list to get in with a motility specialist, and when I get into the motility specialist, I'm not going to have motility issues, and I'm going to be like, yo, so when this happens to me and I need to get on like medication to make my stomach move, how can I like have you on the back burner to be able to contact you when I need it? And I've been getting period cramps even though I'm not on my period. And I want to say that maybe that's just like whatever endometriosis, endosalpingiosis, adenomyosis, reproductive tissue growing in the wrong areas that is just accelerated and it's in the back. It's in my back. Like, the only time I typically get pain in the back of my pelvis like this, because I haven't been walking, and all down the legs. Like, so I'm thinking maybe it's reproductive tissue in the wrong area, and it's just accelerated. I also can't stop thinking about a hysterectomy and stuff where they tilt you upside down. You guys, I can't even go to the physiotherapist or get a massage where they lay me on the table and the headrest is like an inch lower because the blood starts pouring into my head and it feels like my eyeballs are gonna burst out of my skull. That's a common issue with HEDS patients during procedures, is they'll fucking tilt you back and you'll like burst blood vessels and stuff like that, because I can't drain shit out of my head. I can't be upside down. It's so painful. So I'm like, okay, during my endometriosis appointment, should I get her to lay me down? Like, should I speak to her with my head down so that I can show her what the fuck is gonna happen to me if they put me in that position for hours? I have been posting updates on my stories on other platforms if you want to go check those out. That way the comments aren't public and people aren't that crazy. People are so much eviler when other people read their comments. They're like trying to get attention. It's weird. How are you calling me attention seeking when you wrote that comment to get some freak?